his one guy, this was a long time ago, but we were getting on to the point where like I was gonna tell him the price of the tattoo we were talking about,
Yeah.
very professional, whatever. And he had the nerve to ask to pay with his.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back to Sun City SITREP. My name is Deshaun Johnson, but you could call me DJ. And hey, today is Valentine's Day. I hope you found that person that you've been looking for. Because I haven't, so don't worry about it if you haven't. So we could all be alone together. So it's whatever. But today we have a tattoo artist from El Paso. Her name is Netis. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Netis Peralta. I go by Lovely Netis on my Instagram as well. So hey.
Okay, cool. So you do tattooing.
Yes.
How did you get into tattooing?
So honestly, I started working when I was 15, so a lot of 9 to 5s, and there's nothing wrong with them, but I was so easy to like, if the environment wasn't cool or anything, I was easy to just dip out. You know what I mean? I did not really care. I feel like your mental health is more important than just settling.
Most definitely.
So I was just trying to find something that was good for me, and then it just wasn't working out, and I just said finally, like, F this, you know what I mean? And I started selling art canvases, like custom ones. A lot of people wanted like their pets and stuff like that, and it was cute for a minute, but then it wasn't what I wanted to paint, So I stopped doing that. And at the time, this old homie had told me, like, why don't you try tattooing? And I was like, nah, like, it looks hard. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I gave it a month, bought my own little like beginner kit on like Amazon, and I learned on YouTube and just practice on the homies, the homegirls, and then from there it was history.
I respect it.
Yeah.
When you said that you drew like on canvases and stuff, like what was the thing that you wanted to draw personally?
Just like, I guess more like my style, like very like just like weird random creative stuff. More of that than just pets.
Would you say like psychedelic is
kind of, or just like wordings, like, or just like random little like pop art things, because I would do the canvases and then I would coat them with resin and put a little glitter in it to make it, because when it would dry it would be like a clear like coat and stuff, so it'd be nice. But it was cool doing the pets too, because obviously they were more like memorial like portraits. Obviously they're passed on and stuff like that, so it was cool. But it got to the point where I didn't even want to finish the commission, so that's when I was like, this isn't for me, because why am I not going to put my love into the art?
I get you.
You know what I mean? So so that's why I went to tattooing.
Okay, so since you're in tattooing now, what would you say is your favorite part about tattooing?
Knowing that people come to me and trust me, and to have my art on them forever, honestly. And just like meeting new people. I meet so many different people all the time, so the stories in that room are crazy, you know what I mean? It's like a little therapy session in there too. So I think that's cool.
Okay, that's dope. And then what would you say inspired you to start
tattooing? I would say, so when I first started tattooing, I had like a little mental, like, let me tattoo for a couple of months, and if I don't like it, then I obviously don't want to pursue it. But I kept like, I don't know, just that adrenaline like feel of like it being permanent. And like just progressing and being better on it and stuff like that. Like, it's cool, it's art, but it's an art form that you can't erase, which is, I don't know, some people are like, damn, like that's so hard, and like right now I look at it and I'm like, it is hard, but it's cool. Like, it's what pushes you to be better at it, because you can't go back and erase. That'd be cool if you can, but that's the whole point of it, you know what I mean?
And then like I would have like, I used to draw like a ridiculous amount, like 4 to 5 pictures every single day, and then it got to the point where people were like, yo, you should start doing tattoos. You should do. The thing about that is I'm afraid to mess up, and like you said, you can't erase, you can't go back, you can't use whiteout. I mean, maybe on white people, I don't know if I could say that. I don't know if I can say it, if I could, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna leave it. But like, it was just always that fear of well, if I sneeze and mess up a line, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
How did you get over that fear of
Messing up?
Yeah.
I just think I'm so OCD in general that helps. You know what I mean? Like it's weird that every time I do go in, I set up everything the same way. I have steps on what to put first, what to not, you know what I mean? So it's just like an OCD thing. I feel like that really helps with not messing up, I guess you can say, you know? But I feel like I'm pretty on things like that because of the OCD-ness and stuff. And I feel like with a tattoo or as a tattoo artist, you kind of need to be a little OCD because it's permanent, you know what I mean?
I get you.
So yeah.
So you have your favorite things to draw, and then do you have your favorite, is that different from tattooing? Do you have your favorite things that you like to tattoo instead of draw?
Yeah, I feel like with tattooing, I love to do like wording, a lot of cursive and stuff, a lot of fine line, very detailed stuff. And then drawing, it's just like free will.
Yeah.
Like, because you can erase, I guess you can say, you just go crazy, you know what I mean? But yeah, with tattooing, I would definitely say wording and like cursive and like stuff like that. I do like to do a lot. Interesting.
So that's your style.
Yeah, I would say more in like the fine line to detailed stuff.
Okay. How did you figure out that was your style? Like, have you always been doing that, or is it just like, I'm interested in this, I'm gonna keep doing it, this is me?
I just started off with that, and then I feel like being like as a girl, like it's very like, not necessarily my style is very femme, but it kind of is. You know, I want to say like 90% of my clientele is females and the rest would be males. But I just liked it. Even before I didn't even tattoo, I loved those types of styles of tattoos. And I just went for it. And it's cool because some of my homies that are tattoo artists and, you know, they do all these, you know, realism, big portraits and stuff. And they'll tell me like, hey, like, it's crazy how you started off with fine line and dainties, because they're like, that's just hard. And I'm like, looking at you, I'm like, no, the portraits are hard, you know? So it's like, it's cool when you cross paths in those situations and they give you your trophy for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
your flowers.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. But eventually I would like to do realism eventually, like portraits and stuff, but still keep in my style, like very light and dainty and stuff. So
dope.
Yeah.
So we do have your Instagram pulled up over here.
Cool.
Let's just scroll through just a little bit. I just want to see some of your art.
Okay.
Just explain it as we go through, like that top left one. Can you talk to us a little bit about that one?
So that one is I forgot, is it cyber realism or cyber traditional? It's one of those two, but that is really in style right now. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of girls get it. I have one like that on my back, and it's like a huge tramp stamp. But that one, I mean, it's just cool. Like, I like that type of style. It's like kind of little like weird and wicked. Like, it kind of looks like it could be like a sword, but it couldn't. You know what I mean? But that placement was actually kind of hard, to be honest. I even was telling my client, I was like, that shit's gonna hurt. But she ended up using numbing cream, so it was cool. But I really enjoyed it, honestly, and how clean it looks and stuff. But I like doing styles like that, for sure.
That's dope. Can we hit the next one? Well, actually, I like those eyeballs. Can we look at the eyeballs? Because like for some reason, I have like a weird affinity for like psychedelic with eyes somewhere in there. Yeah,
no,
that's
I know
like that's my thing. Can you explain this one?
This one was actually cool. She was a piercer from California, and she was out here in El Paso at a tattoo shop, like guest spotting, or guest piercing, I would say. And last minute, she was looking for a tattoo artist. She hit me up. She said she's been wanting some eyes, something in that realm, because I have another set of eyes on my page as well, and she kind of wanted like that same vibe. And yeah, I just put my little twist in it. I made the eyebrows look a little like cholia, like very thin eyebrows, because I like stuff like that.
Don't worry.
Sorry, my bad. But I love doing eyes and stuff, and then like the crying features too, like, you know, that's the top one, she's rolling her eyes, but like at the end it's like, okay,
Yeah, that looks
I'm
really
just gonna
defined.
cry. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
that looks
cool.
really cool.
Yeah, I love doing stuff like that.
All right, let's hit us with one more. Let's go down a little bit. If you want to pick one out that you want to talk about.
Let's see.
Do you normally do eyes?
Often, kind of, yeah, I would say.
Okay.
A lot of people, a lot of girls, they like the eyes. That clown one, that one was interesting because I had a client, she had actually bought the art from someone that made it.
Yeah.
And obviously when you buy it, you know, you could do whatever you want with it.
Right.
So she had brought it to me and was like, I want this tattooed really bad. And I wish I could show you the actual photo of it. It literally looks exactly the same. I was so proud of myself after this one.
I would be too. That looks insane.
Right? And it looks trippy. I like how the teeth is all like crazy and like, I don't know. It's just not your typical smile now, cry later.
Yeah, like the
faces.
shapes are. I really
kind of
like that
wicked,
one.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That one was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on yourself, do you have your favorite tattoo?
I do. It would be my mom. My mom's portrait.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, that one and probably this one. This is the Virgencita. She's crying. Let's say that one. Those two are my
And
favorite.
who did those?
This one was in LA actually. He's a real dope tattoo artist. And then this one was my homie on the east side. He works at Wise Guys Tattoo Parlor. Yeah, and he's done most of my work, honestly. He's really good.
That's dope. I really like your tattoos.
Thank you. Yeah, I've worked hard on them, honestly.
Cool. So I was put up to the test to ask you.
Okay.
But how would you rate my? So I have this dragon tattoo.
Okay.
Going all the way up my arm. I'm gonna ask you to rate it right now.
Okay.
But originally when I went to go get this tattoo, I was talking to the tattoo artist. I'm like, hey, I want this tattoo. And I gave her like a picture of what it's supposed to look like. And she was like, okay, give me a couple weeks and then go back to her. And then it was kind of like completely different from what I asked for.
Okay.
But I still liked it at the same time, to the point I was like, maybe I should go this direction because it was taken from an anime. Maybe I should do something that's more original to myself.
Okay.
After I got the tattoo, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hated myself because I was like, I should have just went what I originally wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get your opinion on what you think.
Okay.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. Do you want to put this on which middle? Okay. So yeah, so I have like this giant.
Okay.
I don't even call it like a sleeve or anything.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Can you like turn it that way?
yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. It kind of resembles like those like the OG tattoos back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, you know which ones I'm talking about, where it was just blacked out. It's just like a dragon or something. I think it's nice, but what's your wait, what are you asking exactly?
Oh, what would you rate it 1 out of 10? Go ahead and shit on it.
I mean, I would say like it's a good like a 6.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, you know.
No, I want you to.
But yeah, like a good 6, you know. Especially because of what you told me too, like the behind story. Like maybe if it was really what you wanted, maybe it would have been a little better, you know. So.
Yeah, honestly. And it's not that I like resented the fact that she didn't create what I wanted.
Yeah.
It was more like, yeah, it's really what I'm trying to say.
Okay. No, and I feel you, because honestly, there's sometimes where clients will tell me like, I want this exact, and it'll be like, for example, anime and stuff. Like, I feel like it has to be the exact, because then you'll know it's from whatever it is. But I'll have clients where they'll be like, no, I want this exact one. And sometimes if they do say that, and I'll look at it and like, not that it's like a little ugly, but I'll be like, I can make it a little better. So I'll put my input on it, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, like hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But then there's other tattoos where it just needs to be that exact way. You know what I mean? So I guess it just depends on what the design overall is. Or like I've had stories of clients tell me where they're too shy to say something. So they'll just kind of just be comfortable and just get it done. Like it'll totally be a something that they didn't even ask for,
Mm.
and they'll be shy to ask, like, can you change it, you know? And I get that because I've been there before. Like, me personally, like, when I first started getting tattoos, so I always tell people, I'm like, don't be shy. Like, if you want me to move the stencil again, I can take it off as many times as you want. Like, it's permanent. Like, yeah, you can't just slap it on and like, all right, let's go, you know?
Yeah,
So,
honestly, yeah. And that literally should just go with life in general. Like, don't be afraid to say things that necessarily like bother you, or
speak up,
yeah,
you know?
definitely speak up, because I'm in this position in my life where like I regret not speaking up a lot of the times that and there would have been so many things that would have gone differently if I had spoken up.
Exactly.
Like this tattoo, for one. I'm not going to get into a lot of the things, but like I do have a lot of regrets just from not speaking up.
Yeah.
So I would highly advise anyone who doesn't speak up to speak up. Please say something. Don't let things slide.
Exactly. Especially with permanent stuff. Because it's on you forever, you know?
Yeah,
and that's a big piece too, you know? So if you get a big piece that you don't like, it's like, damn, like that sucks, you know?
Yeah, and I always give it the excuse, like, I like it and I don't like it at the same time, but I always give it the excuse that, oh, I consider this a curse mark. This is my curse mark, because I also have like another curse mark of like from Naruto, and then another one on my side from Teen Titans. So I'm like, my whole body's just gonna be filled with curse marks. But I also wanted to go down a path of like psychedelic tattoos, and like I was looking at your eyeballs, not gonna lie,
trippy.
I'm probably gonna have to hit you up on that.
No, my best friend actually, she I call her my walking canvas because she literally has like 90% of tattoos I've done. I did some eyes actually. I don't have them posted, but they're just eyes right here. Super fluffy lashes, and in the eyes it's like stars, like actual regular stars and stuff, and it looks trippy. Yeah. Like I feel like you would like that.
Okay,
it's
cool.
Just, like you look, it's kind of like you're getting lost in the eyes type of vibe, you know? Yeah. That's what we were going for, so it's really cool. I'll show you after this. I'll show you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then we'll probably have to talk about getting one done for me.
Yeah, of course.
I was actually talking to this tattoo artist, and I gave him like, I didn't necessarily give him like instructions on how to do the tattoo. I was just like, I want a psychedelic piece. Just give me a whole sleeve. However you want to do it. The only thing that I want is just an eyeball somewhere in there, and the rest is up to you what you want to do. Just make it psychedelic. Yeah. And then he never messaged me back. And I was like, I got so desperate that I was just like, I was creating my own prices. Like my friend was telling me, oh, he'd probably charge you like $1,500 for that. And I was like, yo, if we do this soon, I'll pay you $200, $2,500. Yeah. Never got back to me. So I'm like, damn, bro.
Wow.
Like, I really wanted
You're
that
over here
piece.
shooting numbers, and he's just kind of like, damn. Did he ever reply?
Never.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
I even went up there to go check on him. Wasn't up there.
Wow. Well, hopefully nothing bad happened.
Yeah. But hopefully though, if you're down,
yeah, we could come up with something for sure.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'd be down.
And then, how long did it take you to get comfortable with tattooing people?
Oh my god! Honestly, I didn't even practice on fake skin at first. Like I just straight freeballed everyone. Honestly, yeah, like yeah, there was a lot of like my homies that were just down, like, fuck it, let's do it. Or like, and that's when I was charging tattoos like $20,
yeah,
like $15, like crazy, because I just wanted it to just be like practice, you know what I mean? But if it was something I couldn't do at the time, obviously I wouldn't do it, you know? It was only things I was comfortable with. The only sucky thing is that obviously I just took forever in the beginning. Now obviously my timing is way better, but obviously in the beginning I would even after I'd be like, I'm so sorry for keeping you here all day, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just practiced on skin. And honestly, ironically, when I was looking for like shops to like apprentice and stuff like that, like actually get professional, because at that time I was tattooing at my old crib for like 8 months, and I was like, okay, it's time to get professional now, you know? Yeah. So I was calling all these shops, and all these shops, like, they didn't even ask for my name, you know? They didn't even ask me like as a person. Like they straight up just wanted money, you know, just up front. And that just did not suit right for me. Like I was like, okay, this is not an environment I want to be in. And then the shop that I had worked at when I had called that shop, he was like, yeah, come in, like, let me meet you, blah blah blah, like, you're working on skin already, like, let me see your ink, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go and I walk in, so keep in mind I got my first tattoo at 16.
Oh wow.
So when I walk in, it was the guy that did my tattoo at 16.
Oh.
So I was like, what the heck, like, full circle, you know? And I
Yeah.
told him about it, and he was like, well, you have a job here, like, you know? And then
That's
yeah,
sick.
I started working there, and yeah, he trusted me, honestly, to already just start making my appointments and stuff. So
That's
yeah,
dope.
from there it was cool.
Do you still work there?
No, I don't. I was there for like 2.5 years. It was in downtown. It was called Dream Life Inc. And it was just me, him, and another artist. And then that artist eventually left, and then it was just me and him, and we got super close. He was like my big brother. He would call me little sister and stuff. But unfortunately, he got really sick, and he had to close down the shop. So when that had happened, I had to find my own place. So right now I'm renting out like a studio. So it's on the west side, and
That's
it's
cool.
just me in that room. I have like a balcony and stuff. It's really nice.
That's dope.
It's cool. Yeah. So I've been there. In March, it'll be 2 years that I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you plan to like move out soon?
Eventually I would like to work at a tattoo shop, just because since I'm alone, I feel like you don't get as much knowledge compared to working around tattoo artists.
I get you.
You know, if I'm waiting for my client or something, or if I have a gap, like I could be hovering over someone that's tattooing, like learning things, learning techniques, asking questions and stuff. So, but right now I'm I know this sounds bad, but like I'm comfortable right now.
Oh, that's
You know
not
what I
bad at all.
mean?
Mhm.
So I feel like once I'm ready to go that route, then I'll definitely do that for sure. And then eventually, obviously, the plan is to open up my own tattoo shop and have people work for me and all that good stuff. So, but realistically, I know that's gonna be a while, and that I'm totally fine with that because of my OCDness. You know what I mean? I want to be at a good spot in life and in tattoos. So.
Okay, I feel.
Yeah.
Would you say there is a challenging spot to tattoo, like someone's rib cage or?
I would say challenging would definitely be like the neck, under the chin area, just because there's not so many places where I can like lean on them, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the ribs, like I'll usually like be on them, you know, so it's easy for me. But like when I've tattooed under the chin right here, and she had to be like laying down, for example, if I'm sitting down here, the bed was right here, and she had to like hang her head off.
That sounds tough.
And I had to be like, you know, so it was a little difficult. And then of course it depends on the person too.
Yeah.
If they're moving a lot, twitching, makes it more difficult, because then that's when you can mess up, you know what I
I
mean?
hear you.
But I would say that was my most hardest, like, but it came out dope. I actually have it on here. I don't know where exactly it is, but it's a little word. It's more in the beginning, I think.
This is so cool.
Okay, no, it's not. Oh, that one. See, that one was hard.
Yeah.
But it came out cute, you know?
Oh yeah.
It says amor, so I don't know. She lived it, but it was a very. And then that is like, obviously she's a woman, so she doesn't have like the Adam's apple. So imagine if that was like a guy.
Oh.
That would be even more
I can't imagine
difficult.
the pain on the Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that one, I know it's small, but trust me, she was a little tough. She was tough.
Okay. That's the hardest one that you've had to do. What's the weirdest spot?
Well, that was definitely the hardest placement, but the hardest or the weirdest spot you said? I don't think I've had a weird spot. I've just tattooed like really, really close to the cooch.
Oh.
Like really, really close.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't had anything weird. If anything, I kind of like weird, to be honest, but there is obviously some placements I would definitely be like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it there, you know what I mean? But no, I haven't had any weird placements. Just that, I would say. But to me, that's not even weird too. If anything, it's kind of cool because I feel like girls get tattoos in frisky areas. So when they come with me, it's more comfortable because I'm a female, you know what I mean?
I get you.
So I kind of respect it more, and I'm like, damn, like, thank you for coming with me for that.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell me reasoning why too, like, yeah, I've been looking for a female artist to do this specific placement. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So
yeah, that's funny thinking about it, because I can't imagine another guy being like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable tattooing a bunch of penises.
yeah, see, no, that I can't. That would never happen in my life. Nope.
Yeah,
you would have to pay. No, you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't do it for any amount of money.
No, honestly, no. And then out of respect over my boyfriend too, you know what I mean? I wouldn't like it if he did that too, if it was roles change and stuff. But that's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then you just never know on the person. Sometimes they can be weird, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've had some weird, like, and I'm not trying to like flag on men, but it's usually the men that have gave me weird, not in-person interactions, but online. Like, I've had this one guy, this was a long time ago, but we were getting on to the point where, like, I was gonna tell him the price of the tattoo we were talking about, you know, very professional, whatever. He had the nerve to ask to pay with his dick.
Oh my goodness.
Like, what? Like, I immediately blocked. Like, what do you mean? Like, why are you gonna sell yourself like that? Like, and even then, I would never know. Like, if anything, that made me feel like, oh, you really don't take me serious. Like, F you. You know what I mean? Like, you're blocked. And then I've had other weird ones too, like in that realm, and it's just like, oh my God, that's so annoying. So, but yeah.
Has someone given you like a strange reason as to why they're getting a tattoo?
You know, I'm sure. I just can't remember. I've done so many tattoos, man. Like, one that I do remember, not that it was strange, but I don't think I even asked why she got it. It was probably the fastest tattoo I've ever done in my life. It was like probably like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
She just got a line. Like, just a line right here. Yeah, and like, I'm sure it was something, but I don't recall asking what it was for. I was just kind of like, all right, cool, let's do it, you know? And that's all she got.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had a friend that came up to me. He's like, bro, I just got a tattoo. I'm like, what'd you get? He got 3 dots on his chest, and I was like,
did he know what that means?
I don't know, because I don't know.
I mean, well, I guess in like you know what that means. Oh my God, I feel like a bad influence here. It means like the vida loca. Like, I don't know if you've seen like the people usually have 3 dots right here or like right here.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, like the vida loca. Like, you guys are either involved in some shit or you've done some crazy shit. So hopefully he knew what that meant.
I'm pretty sure he does, because he kind of.
He's crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to snitch on anyone.
Yeah,
he
definitely no name dropping.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So next time, mention it if you see him again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm probably never going to talk to him again after knowing the reason.
Okay, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I did not know that.
We learn something new every day, huh?
Yeah. Little psychopath.
Now you know. He's all excited. Yeah, I got 3 dots. You're like, why? But now you know.
Yeah, I was like, that looks cool as shit. But inside my head, I was like
it was literally just like 3 dots?
Yeah.
Like
in a triangle.
In a triangle? Oh, yep.
And I was like, that looks like did an alien kidnap you? Because I really don't understand the symbolism of this.
Yeah, usually like, I'm not trying to even like just say them strictly, but like, you know, a lot of like cholias and cholos and usually have that tattoo. Like, I actually covered one up. It was older lady, and her daughter brought her in, and she had the 3 dots right here, and basically she was like, yeah, like, I'm embarrassed of that tattoo because everyone says like, oh, the vida loca and stuff, and I'm like, she's like, that was the old me, and I was like, oh, okay. So I covered it up for her, you know. So yeah.
Nah, like, if you would have told me that today, and if I had that tattoo now, and you would have told me that today, I'd get it covered up tomorrow.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now you know. You know.
Do you have a favorite design that you like to do?
I don't know if I have a favorite, honestly. They're all pretty, like, I'll do a tattoo and I'll be like, oh, this is my favorite one, and then I'll do another one next week, and I'm like, oh no, this is my favorite one. So it just keeps getting better and better. But I would say I do like doing angels, honestly, a lot of angels. Okay. The vines, I like doing the wraparound vines, like the leaves and stuff, because I feel like it contours like wherever the body is and stuff like that. But overall, I'm down for anything.
Okay. You know? When you say that you do angels, is it like someone brings in a picture of their loved one and then you draw wings on them, or is it just like a generalized angel?
Just like cherub. Is that how you say it? Cherub angels, like the baby angels. You know which ones? Like
I see. Yeah.
But not necessarily. Honestly, like I always tell people, I'm like, tattoos don't always have to be meaningful, but it's a plus if they are.
Yeah.
You know. So if you like it, you know, it's cool. If it's done right, even better. So it's cool. Like I'll have clients where like their parents like are not okay with tattoos and stuff, and then they'll come back with me later and be like, surprisingly my parents liked it because it was done well, you know what I mean? Because obviously if you show up to your house and it's a shitty tattoo, obviously your parents are gonna be like, what the hell, you know?
Yo, I never told anyone this story, but like when I first got this tattoo, like my mom does not want me to get tattoos at all. So for me to get a sleeve, well, I'll just tell you what happened. Okay. So I walk in the door and I had like this giant saran wrap on my arm. And then my mom walks towards me and she was like, where you been this whole day? And I was like, well, I kind of just have to show you at this point.
Yeah,
because I can't really
hide it.
Yeah, so like I took off my little sleeve and then she was like, Deshaun, you're gonna die.
Oh.
Whoa, what do you mean die?
Okay. And
I was like, why would I die? And she's like, there was like so many people that are like dying on the like news from like tattoos, and I was like, well, you're kind of scaring me right now, but what's done is done. If I die, I die.
Yeah.
But I didn't really
You're
say
like, I'm
that.
here now.
Yeah.
Still here, Mom.
But yeah, she was not happy with this tattoo, and then I just had to like get in bed and die because that was my first tattoo, and I was like, this hurts.
How old were you?
This is 2 years ago, actually.
Oh, okay.
2-3 years ago.
Okay.
Or 2023.
Your arm was sore after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on from that. If you weren't a tattoo artist, what do you think you'd be doing?
Honestly, I've always, and I still, like, this is like a dream that I would love to eventually accomplish, but I've always wanted to become a model. Oh, wow. Not necessarily a runway model, but like just a model, you know, just for brands and stuff. But sadly, you know, El Paso is not really big on that. You know, there's not a lot of big brands here, like casting calls and stuff like that. I see. But yeah, that's been my dream since forever. Like, I love to take pictures. My mom, believe it or not, like on all the pictures on my Instagram, my mom takes those. I'll have her like, hey Mom, like I'm gonna get ready, like let's go take pictures, let's go cruise and find a spot. She's like, okay.
That's so cool.
So yeah, I feel like if I wasn't tattooing, I would definitely be working, you know, a 9 to 5, but trying to pursue that, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But it just sucks when you live in a city that's not really happening in that
I get you.
career, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I feel like at some point we should have Sun City SITREP should have some type of opportunity where we would most likely need models. So let's do this again. Let's reach out to you if you want to do the modeling thing. Yeah, so that'd be cool to have you on.
Yeah, I'd be down.
If you could only do, did I already ask you that? If you could only do one tattoo design, what would you do?
No, you asked me what my favorite tattoo design was.
Yeah.
So like doing like forever? If I had one?
Yeah. Like this is your specialty and you can only do that one.
Okay. Calligraphy.
Calligraphy?
Yeah.
I respect
Definitely
it.
cursive font, stuff like that.
Like, do you like doing quotes or is it names?
Yeah, anything in cursive, honestly. Anything, any type of font, but mainly calligraphy. I love how clean like a good cursive looks and like very flowy and stuff. So I would say that for sure.
Do you like it? Why do you like it? Do you like it because it's easier or?
It's actually not easier. You would think it is, but it's not. I just like how clean it looks after.
Yeah.
Like it literally looks like I copied and pasted. And I'm not trying to brag
Don't
on
worry,
myself,
don't worry.
you know what I mean?
respect it.
But sometimes I'll be like, damn, this
Yeah.
shit looks good, you know? Like I'm proud of myself. But just because of that, like it just looks so clean, and it's so easy to see a mess up or see if that thin line is a little like squiggly or something, you know what I mean? So I guess just the cleanness and how flowy it is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, what would you say is the most challenging design that you ever had to do?
I can't really think of one that just popped into my head. I'm sure there's plenty more, but one that popped into my head was, this was her first tattoo, and she was, you know, like a small, like petite girl, super cute, very, you know, little skinny girl, super sweet. She got a huge snake in red, up to like the bottom of her leg, up to like here. And I know on me, like, it looks small, but it's huge. I think, did I post it? Actually, I did post it recently. I think, go up for me, where the angel is. I don't know if it's on that post or the one I recently posted.
That looked painful.
That one was crazy too. The head one was crazy. That's my homie though, and he's a crazy dude, but he's a good time. He actually got his other head tatted. Okay, it's not there. Let's see the other post, the recent one. I don't know if I posted that one.
Those are clean.
Thanks. Is that it? Damn, I didn't post it. I'll show you again. I thought I posted it, but
No worries.
it's a big red snake, like huge. And that one it had to be like a half stencil because of how big it was.
Yeah.
Because the stencil paper is usually the size of a regular paper, so I had to like cut it in half and match it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she finished it in one sesh, surprisingly, honestly.
Ooh,
For it being her first tattoo, like that's a very sensitive area.
yeah.
She sat like a rock. She took it like a champ.
Ooh, I don't think I could do that one, because the one I got on my side, it's just like a really small S. But like when she was tattooing me, she did the outline. She's like, "All right, we're done. Thank God. All right, now we gotta fill it in."
Oh, really?
Damn it.
Okay, so we're not done.
Yeah. Why would you lie to me like that?
I know. And honestly, it does depend on the artist too. You know, some artists will have heavy-handed, or they're heavy-handed or they're light-handed. So that really depends on the paint as well.
Ooh, what would you say that you have?
I mean, I've gotten all the time I'm light-handed, and I believe it because of how light I am. But it's so funny. When I tattoo my boyfriend, he swears I'm like the heaviest hand ever.
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm like, it's because like we're just so comfortable with each other, and you're comfortable with being in pain, you know, compared to like if I go to someone new getting tatted, I'm not gonna be over here making noises, and like I'm just gonna have to toughen up.
Yeah.
But then I go with my homies and I'm over here just dying, and I'm like, don't mind me, like just keep going. But I'm over here making all these weird noises and stuff, so it's just uncomfortability, you know what I mean? So but I would say, yeah, I'm a light hand, so don't be scared.
I am definitely scared because I'm more inclined to believe your boyfriend for some reason.
No, yeah, if he was here, and you asked me that, he would be in the back like, huh. Literally. So but,
is he like your canvas too?
Kind of. He has both of his sleeves like fully. I just did little ones, like I did some calligraphy right here. I did a Harley Quinn right here. But he mainly has he has no skin showing. Like it's all just full.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? And it's mainly like realism pieces that he has. So I don't want to like mix it up with not realism yet. So
yeah.
Eventually though, when I do realism, I know he's gonna be in that chair a lot. But I don't mind.
I respect it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is there a design that you've always wanted to do, but no one has ever asked for it?
You know what? No, not really. And if it is, I'll just do it on myself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like my leg. Pretty much did like all my leg. Pretty much up to there's some wording right here, but all this I did myself.
Damn.
Up to my foot. But obviously everything in the back or right here I obviously didn't do, but usually I'll do them like if I'm shy to like post on my story or like ask one of the homies or something. I'll just be like, I'll just do it to myself. Like I'm literally like how I'm sitting down is literally how I tattoo it. Just tattoo and stuff.
I was just about to ask. I'm like, that seems difficult as hell.
Yeah, but that's why I do it all on this side because it's so easy. You know, I've done my thigh and I just literally just sit down and just tattoo like that. My foot, that one was hard because I had to like stretch my foot all the way right here and just like tattoo on it and stuff.
Love the J's, by the way.
Thank you. They're a little dirty, but
don't worry about it. We move.
Yeah.
What was the longest time you spent on a tattoo? Or in one session?
It was probably like 6 hours.
6? Oh. Yeah, that's how long mine took.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like me tattooing the person?
Yeah.
Or okay, yeah. Yeah, 6 hours.
Did you take breaks in between or was it just all the way through?
We did. We took 2 breaks. But honestly, like I feel like when you take breaks, it's just like worse because you're like letting it marinate.
Yeah.
You know, letting it chill and then boom, you go back into the raw skin.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I tell people, but I do tell people, I'm like, hey, like you let me know. If you need a break, that's cool with me. Or if you want to stop. Because I always tell people, listen to your body, you know? Because there gets to a point where you get all shaky and like, you know, I've had people faint on me before too, so yeah.
Damn, you have someone faint?
But not like crazy. I've had like 5 people faint on me.
Okay, that's pretty crazy. Now I'm starting to believe that you have a heavy hand.
No, and it's crazy because the first one, she just got like a little heart. Like
she fainted?
Like the size of this. But we ended up finding out that she didn't eat at all that day. And she has what was it? Was it low blood sugar or she
Anemic?
had something like that. So something like that, so she like fainted. Like we had finished it and like she got up and fainted a little bit. And then the next girl I did, she actually told me, was like, I'm just warning you right now, like I faint for everything. So that was on her. I'm like, that was on her. It was not on me. And when we were tattooing her, she was like, okay, I feel it's coming. I was like, so I just got prepared and like her boyfriend was there, like just like normal, like yeah, it's just a normal thing. I'm like, girl, you should get that checked, like probably anemic or something, you know. And then another one, ay pobrecita, I feel bad for this one because I didn't even tattoo her yet. Like we were putting the stencil on, and she fainted. I felt so bad. She was so nervous. It was like her first big tattoo.
That's hilarious.
And then she did smoke before, so I mean I smoke all the time before I get tatted, but I smoke a lot, so I feel like I'm used to it and I know what to do. But she didn't eat well, and she smoked before.
Are we talking about Za or?
Yeah, Za.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think she green faced. I don't know if you've heard that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how.
I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ.
I don't know. I think it was just the nerves flowing, and then she was by herself too, you know, and she just freshly turned 18, you know. So yeah, but I did my shit, you know. I like was patient with her, whatever, and when she got up, she needed to throw up, so she threw up in the trash can. And
that's insane.
And yeah, I just kind of told her, I was like, girl, I can't tattoo you right now. I was like, we haven't even started nothing, you know. So
you definitely greened out. That's
crazy, huh? Yeah.
She must have been nervous as
hell. So
hell.
nervous. You can tell she was nervous too. But that's why I say pobrecita, like, ay. But then next time when she came in again, I just told her, I was like, eat a good meal, bring water and snacks, and don't smoke. She did all those things, and yeah, she finished the tattoo that day. So yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Have you ever messed up on a tattoo?
So actually, I know you putting me on the spot.
Sorry.
It was one of my nail tech's homegirl, but she's my homegirl too. She had like a little, like those writing ones. So like, it's like if like your mom wrote you on your card and you wanted like the I love you, what she said, like in her writing. It was like one of those. But the last letter not that she didn't know what it was, but she was like, no, it's this letter. I was like, okay. So I did it. And then like later on, I guess her mom had saw it and was like, told her like, basically like, bitch, that's not the right letter at the end. So she called me and she was like, dude, but it was so easy to, like, we put a C, but it was supposed to be an E. So I just did the little loop. I just added it, you know what I mean? But since it was in handwriting, it wasn't really noticeable. So, because, you know, handwriting is not perfect. So
I get you.
But that would be the only thing I was tripping. I was like, oh my God. But we fixed it, so.
Good shit, because, yeah, like I said in the beginning, it's not that I'm afraid of failure. I'm just afraid of what happens after the failure. Because there's this one time that working on a podcast, I get it finished, exported, all of that, everything's done. And then, I don't know what happened, but like I was just making space on my computer and I deleted the podcast and then I deleted everything. And then I was sitting in the office alone and I was in there for like 2 hours just losing my mind. And I was just looking for the podcast. And then I was sitting in there and I was just like, I'm gonna have to quit. It was only a 20-minute podcast, but I was just like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna tell them, but first when I come in, I'm just gonna ask if they have it. If they have it, good. If they don't, I'm fucking quitting. They had it. And cool. I was sweating bricks. Like
I would too.
So I could imagine if I mess up on a tattoo, because I'd probably leave them on the table and quit.
Honestly, yeah, no, I think I would cry like all the time and just reminisce on that moment. That's why when it comes to like wordings or quotes or Bible verses, anything with words, I'm there like, okay, yes, check on my iPad. Spelled right, I print it, check again, and then again, triple checking, because you just never know. I've seen those tattoos on the internet where they are just spelled wrong, and I'm like, I don't want that to be me. It could be a simple mistake, you know. But yeah, I'd like to triple check.
I feel. Yeah. Got one more question for you.
What's up?
What's your process like? Do you draw first? Do you study? What do you do from the beginning of getting your client all the way to the end?
Well, when it comes to them messaging me on like through DM, obviously I, you know, ask as far as like placement, sizing, if they had any references for the design or whatever. If it's like font, they'll be like, oh, I want a quote, and I'll ask like, well, what type of font were you looking for, and you know, all the good questions, all the details. And then once we figure that out, you know, we book them, I ask for a deposit and secures the spot. I usually don't work on the design till maybe like closer to the appointment. But like if it's an actual design that like I have to design myself or like mess with it or something, I'll get references myself on Pinterest and just kind of just put it together in my type of style. And just I use Procreate on my iPad. Procreate's cool. And yeah, honestly, and then the day of, I'll just show them, and if they need to tweak it or anything, I'll do it right then and there, and just so it's perfected for them. Print out a couple sizes, what goes good with them, it's proportionate, all the good stuff. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly.
That's dope. Yeah, so definitely gonna have to get with you to get this whole psychedelic piece going. Yeah,
I'm down. I like weird stuff like that.
Cool. And yeah, like I was looking at your stuff and I'm like, this is the person I have to go with.
Yeah, let me know.
And is there anything that you want to say to people watching? Like, do you want to shout something out?
Follow me on Instagram at Lovely Netis. Hit me up for tattoos. One thing I do want to say is like, don't be afraid to try something new, because this was something new to me in the beginning, and I did not think it was gonna go to this route, and look where I am now. And if it doesn't work out with you, it's okay. There's something else. Literally, there's always things to learn, even if you're kind of like in a spot where you're like, what am I gonna do in life? There's so many things that are just waiting there, and you just need to make your way to it. So don't be afraid to try something new.
I respect it.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my next question. Can you say something motivational? But
sorry.
you killed it. You smashed that. That was perfect. That's all I was looking for.
Cool.
But hey, I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you. No, thank you guys.
Yeah, this was great.
This was cool. I like
love it. And you were nervous before this.
I know. I was nervy.
You talk just like Mel. I'm not gonna
Dude,
lie.
Yes. My little Pookie.
Yeah. Shout out to Mel.
Shout out Mel. Thank you. She hit me. She actually told me about this.
Oh, wow,
She had
really?
called me. She was blowing me up and shit. I was in the shower. And I was like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah.
She's like, you need to do this podcast. I was like, I'm down.
Yeah, you did great. Appreciate you.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
Great. Yeah, but that was it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is DJ, if you forgot. And this is
Netis.
Yeah, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye.